What if I told you that the biggest enemy in your life is not failure, not rejection, not betrayal, and not even the people who doubt you, but the version of yourself that reacts to everything instead of controlling it? What if I told you that the strongest people on earth are not the richest, the smartest, or the most powerful, but the ones who have mastered their own minds? Imagine living a life where insults cannot shake you, failure cannot stop you, success cannot corrupt you, and fear cannot control your decisions. Imagine becoming so mentally strong that nothing outside of you has the power to steal your peace. This is not a fantasy. This is the ancient secret of Stoicism. For more than 2,000 years, this philosophy has transformed ordinary people into extraordinary leaders, fearless warriors and unbreakable minds. Marcus Aurelius ruled the greatest empire on earth, yet he reminded himself every day that the real battle was never against his enemies. It was against his own emotions. Epictetus was born a slave, yet he became one of history's greatest philosophers because no one could enslave his mind. Seneca lost wealth, status, and comfort, but never lost control over himself. They all understood one truth that most people still ignore today. You don't become powerful by controlling the world. You become powerful by controlling yourself. Every day, millions of people wake up already defeated. They fear criticism before speaking. They fear rejection before trying. They fear failure before taking the first step. They spend their entire lives asking for permission to become who they were meant to be. The Stoics would call this the greatest tragedy of all, because the chains that hold most people back are invisible. They are made of fear, doubt, insecurity, and the desperate need for approval. The moment you stop needing the world to approve of you, you become free. The moment you stop reacting to every insult, every opinion, and every setback, you become dangerous, not dangerous to others, but dangerous to every weakness that has controlled your life until now. From this moment forward, stop asking why life is unfair. Start asking how every challenge can make you stronger. Every obstacle is training. Every disappointment is preparation. Every painful experience is shaping a stronger version of you. The world will continue to test you, but it cannot defeat a person who refuses to surrender their peace. Today, your transformation begins not by changing the world around you, but by changing the way you respond to it, because the greatest victory you will ever achieve is not over another person. It is over yourself. The first principle of Stoicism is simple, but it has the power to change your entire life. Control what you can control and let go of everything else. Most people waste their energy worrying about things that have never been in their hands. They worry about other people's opinions, tomorrow's problems, the past they cannot change, and circumstances they cannot predict. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that your mind belongs to you, but the world does not. The moment you understand this, anxiety begins to lose its grip. Stop trying to control the weather and learn to control your attitude. Stop trying to control people and learn to control your reactions. That is where real strength begins. The second principle is to welcome discomfort instead of running from it. Comfort creates weakness while hardship creates character. Every difficult morning, every painful workout, every rejection, every failure, and every sacrifice is shaping someone stronger than the person you were yesterday. The strongest trees grow in the fiercest storms, and the strongest minds are built during life's hardest seasons. Do not ask life to become easier. Ask yourself to become stronger. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to yourself that your spirit is greater than your circumstances. Every obstacle is another lesson disguised as pain. The third principle is never allow other people's opinions to define your value. Think about how much time people spend worrying about what others think. They change their dreams to fit someone else's expectations. They stay silent because they fear criticism. They hide their true potential because they are afraid of being judged. Epictetus taught that if someone speaks badly about you, remember that they are speaking only from their own understanding. Their opinion does not become your reality unless you accept it. A lion never loses sleep because sheep refuse to understand him. The opinions of others are temporary, but your character stays with you forever. Build your life on your values, not on applause. Live by your principles, not by popularity. The world will praise you one day and criticize you the next. If your happiness depends on either one, you will never know peace. The Stoic chooses something greater. He chooses inner stability. He chooses self-respect. He chooses discipline over comfort and purpose over approval. That is why he remains calm while everyone else is losing control. Remember this every morning when you wake up. You cannot choose every event that happens to you, but you can always choose the person you become because of it, and that choice is where your true power begins. The fourth principle is to become stronger than your emotions. Instead of becoming a prisoner of them, your emotions are real, but they should never become your master. Anger can destroy years of respect in a single minute. Fear can stop you from achieving dreams that were always within your reach. Jealousy steals your peace, and resentment keeps you chained to the past. The Stoics believe that emotions should be understood, not obeyed when anger rises. Pause before you speak when fear appears. Move forward anyway when sadness visits. Accept it without allowing it to define your future. Calm mind always makes better decisions than an emotional one. The fifth principle is to treat every obstacle as an opportunity. Most people see problems as signs to quit. The Stoic sees problems as invitations to grow. Every setback carries a hidden lesson. Every failure teaches what success never could. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the obstacle in the path becomes the path. The very thing standing in your way can become the reason. You become stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. Stop asking why this happened to you. Start asking what this experience is preparing you for. Life is not happening against you, it is training you. The sixth principle is to practice discipline every single day. Motivation comes and goes like the wind, but discipline remains when motivation disappears. You will not always feel inspired to wake up early. Work hard, exercise, study, or improve yourself. That is exactly why discipline matters. Every small promise you keep to yourself builds trust within your own mind. Every excuse you reject makes your character stronger. Greatness is never built in one dramatic moment. It is built through thousands of small decisions that no one else ever sees. The seventh principle is to stop chasing pleasure and start chasing purpose. Pleasure is temporary, but purpose gives meaning to your life. A person who lives only for comfort becomes weak without realizing it. A person who lives with purpose becomes stronger every day, because every sacrifice has a reason. Let your mission become greater than your excuses. Let your vision become louder than your fears. The eighth principle is to accept that everything is temporary. Success is temporary, failure is temporary, pain is temporary. Happiness is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. And that is exactly why you should never become arrogant. During success or hopeless during failure, the Stoic remains balanced, because he understands that every season eventually changes. When life is difficult, remember that this moment will pass. When life is good, remain humble, because that moment will also pass. The strongest person is not the one who never falls. The strongest person is the one who stands back up every single time. With even greater wisdom, courage, and self-control,